Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Christian P. Pascual. I'm currently the Program Chair for Forensic Science in our university. Now before I move on with my presentation, I would like to thank our UC LMS team headed by Sir Dion and of course our University President, President Nancy Flores, for organizing this webinar. Now my presentation will be fairly straightforward. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of Canvas Learning Management System from the perspective of a student. Now, one of the key factors on why I was able to easily adopt Canvas Learning Management System is because I was able to experience it as a student when I studied Master of Science in Forensic Science at Emporia State University in the United States. So having experienced Canvas Learning Management System as a student, I know what a classroom looks like and how various features like assignment, pages, quizzes are organized in each of the modules. I hope that this presentation will give you a more concrete idea of what a classroom in Canvas looks like and to help guide you as well in developing your courses. By the way, the photos that you could see on the screen are some of my favorite spots in our very gorgeous campus.
So let's now start with the walkthrough. Once the student logs into Canvas, he will automatically be directed to dashboard. On the dashboard will be the course cards of all the courses that the student is currently enrolled in. However, since I already graduated in 2019, I won't be able to see the course cards here. Instead, what I could see are various resources that the university provides. For example, is the Writing Center, which contains open educational resources that can help me as a student in writing research papers, such as research proposal, abstract, and even my thesis. Or Corky's Wallet, which is a course that contains modules that will teach students financial literacy. If we click courses, you would see an all courses option. So let's just click that. And then I will be able to access all my past enrollments. So what you could see now are all the courses which I took at Emporia State University from fall 2017 to spring 2019. So let's try to click one of the courses for this presentation. Upon clicking FO859B, which is Special Topics in Firearms, I was directed to this page. There's a course navigation menu which contains items like home, modules, discussions, announcements, syllabus, chat, writing center, Google Drive, and Office 365. We're currently at the home section, and what you can see here is, of course, the course title, and then a welcome statement from my professor. It says here, hello and welcome to FO859B, and that he is delighted that we are interested with the course, which is Firearms Identification. Next is that there's also an information about our professor. So our professor is actually David Wright, and he used to be a member of the Kansas Bureau of Investigation Forensic Science Center, and is now the Assistant Director of the Johnson Criminalistics Laboratory. Next is the course format. So it says here in the course format that the course is a hybrid course which consists of both online instruction and in-person classroom learning. It's also stated here in the course format what will be covered by the online portion of the course and what will be covered by the in-person classroom sessions. Stated in the course format that all the learning materials and assignment will be posted in the module section of the course, as well as the point distributions for all the activities that we will do in the course. Aside from course format, there's also a course overview which highlights the different topics that will be covered in the course. Lastly, you could see at the home page the link to the first module, as well as the contact information of our professor. So again, at the home page, you will see the course title, a welcome statement, information about the instructor, course format, the course overview, the link to the first module, as well as contact information of my professor. Let's try to look at the other sections in the navigation pane. If I click module, I would see all the course modules from module 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, until module 11. Now let's try to look at the first module, which is entitled Module 0, Introduction. You could see here that there are two items, the first one being an assignment, and the other one is a discussion. Now for the assignment, if I click that, I will be directed to this page. Now I can see here the due date, the point value of the assignment, as well as what is expected for me to upload. There are actually two parts of this assignment, which is introduce yourself. First is that it wants me to watch this video, and the second is to submit a video introducing myself. Once I click this link, I will automatically be directed to a YouTube video of my professor introducing himself. The second item that can be found in Module 0 or Introduction is a discussion. Once you click this, you would see here that the professor is giving us the option to share the link of our video if we want to share it to the rest of the class. So that's basically it for Module 0 or Introduction. Let's go to Module 1. Module 1 is entitled Firearms Familiarization, and our professor decided to divide it into 3 parts. Module 1.1, History and Development of the Firearms, Module 1.2, which is Classification of Firearms, and Module 1.3, which is Firearms Nomenclature. Now for Module 1.1, which is History and Development of the Firearm, you could see here that there are 3 items. The first item is an introduction page. The second item is an assigned reading and videos. And the next one is actually a graded assignment. The same 3 items can be found on Module 1.2 and Module 1.3, where there's also an introduction page, assigned readings and videos, as well as assignment. Now let's try to look at what is inside the introduction page. If I click this one, I will be directed to these materials. In here are some items which our professor would like us to read as an introduction to the history and development of the firearm. Listed here are also the learning objectives. So those are the things that I could see at the introduction page. Next, let's check the assigned readings and video. As you can see on the screen, there are 2 groups of materials that can be accessed on the page. First are the assigned readings, and then the second one are the videos. In fact, the first video here is a Panopto video personally made by our professor. Once I click that, it will automatically direct me to the Panopto video. So this is how the Panopto video looks like. Now, one cool thing about this Panopto video is that there's index of all the topics that were covered by the professor in the video. So let's say, for example, I want to skip and learn cannon lock. I can just click that and the video will automatically directed to cannon lock. Aside from the Panopto video that was made by my professor, he also shared here some YouTube videos which he adopted to help us understand the topic better. The third and last part of Module 1.1 is a graded assignment. If I click this one, I would see here the instruction for the assignment, the due date, the points at stake, as well as the format for submission. As you can see here, we could either submit in a form of a text entry box, a website URL, a media recording, or a file upload. So again, for Module 1.1, which is one of the 3 parts of Module 1, you could see 3 items, an introduction page, the assigned readings and videos, as well as an graded assignment. The same types of items can be found in Module 1.2 and Module 1.3. Now overall, the same types of items which you could see on Module 1 can be found on the other modules. However, in Module 11, it's entitled Final Examination. You could see here a final examination review and the actual final examination. Once I click Final Examination Review, I would see here a link of a PDF which I can read in preparation for the final examination. Of course, there's also a final examination included here. Now, since this final examination is already graded, I won't be able to show you the questions that were asked. In fact, it was stated here that the quiz results are protected and are not visible to students. Also, the correct answers are hidden. However, what you could see here is the submission details. It says here that we only had 50 minutes to finish the test, the score which I got, as well as the total possible score. So again, on the module section, you will see the different modules that will be covered on the course. From Module 0, which is Introduction, up to Module 11, which is the final examination. Now, another important thing that you could see at the left navigation pane is the announcement section. Once I click that, I will be able to see all the announcements which were posted by my professor. Now, the last thing that I want to highlight in this navigation pane is the syllabus. Now, among the major items which you could see on this page is the course description, the course format, the course objectives, the course topics, the course evaluation process, the grading scale, attendance policy, academic dishonesty, student accommodations, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is a big deal in the United States, as well as a course summary. So that is the walkthrough of the course FO859B, or Special Topics in Firearms. By the way, one feature that can be found in the left navigation menu is the grade section. Once I click that, I will be able to see all the grades which I got. For example, if I click examination 1, I could see here that aside from the score, I could also see how I did compared to all my classmates. Since I got 100, I got the highest score in the class. I can also see the average score of the class as well as the lowest score. Hence, Canvas allows me to see how I perform compared to the rest of the class. So that's basically it. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me at any time using the email address that you could see on the screen. That's the end of the walkthrough. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned something from the presentation.